Today, everybody's looking for something different. Very different. They want to be different. They want to have different things. They want to have unique things to stand out. They want to be the special person. Anything you do in your life. Today, in photography, there's a lot of photographers. There's a lot of camera makers. There is a lot of brands out there. But when you want to be unique, you want to be different, you start doing a lot of researches. You start trying things, experiment things, the goods and the bads. Then you kind of dig deep into it. If you are one of these basic kind of doing research type of person. Then when you start doing the advanced type of researches, you start finding out there is a really something can make you a little bit different, can relate to your passion, your creativity, the way you look at the world, the way you view things. You're sitting in a coffee shop, it's like, at the person, let's put it this way. You look at the person, it's like, I imagine this person like this and this and this and that, photographing them. You're looking at this woman, it's like, I would love to put her in this and this and style, this lighting, black and white, whatever. And then you start imagining things. And then you start digging deep inside you. What can make this passion relate to you? What kind of items can belong to your needs? Then there is something called LEICA. It's a camera company sitting there waiting for you to make the right decision. You walk to the store and you will find the world of what you've been looking for so long. After you experiment a lot of things in your life, trying things, going through up and downs, like this, don't like that. This failed, this didn't fail. Then you start, when you just browse around, look around the store of LEICA. This store is just sitting there, waiting for you to make the right decision. Just to come in and just have a look. Don't do nothing. Have a look. Ask the person, I would like to, can I see it? Can I try it? Can I just hold it? And it's like, sure, what would you like? But once you start talking about your passion and what you really wanted to do and how you wanted to put your image into this photo and look at it and view it and it's like, this is what I made, they will go with you step by step, just making you reach this gap that you always wanted to jump, but you were maybe failed to, to get hurt, let's put it this way. So once you just hold it, for just simple example, just hold it and just maybe take a random shot in the store of the salesperson, who cares? You will say like, the first thing, maybe it sounds a bit awkward, but so many people said it. I heard them while I was browsing around. And it's just so funny. It hits the nerves of the passion you have inside you, that this is what I want. This is what I really want. I don't need, I want. Two different things between you need it and you want it. And when you start making up your mind about it and you have it, it's just a joy. Of course, camera company like LEICA, first impression is what? Expensive, over the top, too much. All these reviews, all these comments from the people love it and hate it. But at the end, it's LEICA. Leica, it's a great company, making amazing cameras. Not just making cameras as a camera, but they're making it with passion. And when they make something with passion, because it's related to other people's passion. And this is when it stands out. From design perspective, from image quality perspective, from lenses and glasses, and effort, it's been really made inside this whole store of Leica when you walk in and you have the first impression of, nice, this is nice. And then you start having the question marks all over the place. What do I want? What do I need? I'm a photographer, I just want to take photos. Then you start with something very close to your passion by the selection you pick, of course. Because of course you are coming from a background of X cameras, so you know where have you been and you know where you're gonna be. And this is the store, it's your last stop. It's just waiting for you to enter because you made your decision. Before, of course, you didn't make a decision, you just walked in just to look at it and to just maybe have a little bit of, it's an amazing camera, I tried it for like 5 minutes and I put it back. But once you walk in again there, the decision had been made. You're not gonna go there again to try another camera because there's no need. You already tried it and you love it. And this is when you wanted to stand out and you find out yourself that you really made the right decision. And when you join this group of this amazing passion company that deliver the passion by their cameras to you, you're gonna understand that you are in a very different game. Not just a game of cameras. You are in a game of something totally different. Separate you from, as a photographer even, from different photographers. Not because you have a different camera, but you have a Leica camera. It's not a camera, it's a Leica camera. So two different things between you say, I'm a photographer and I have this camera and I have a Leica camera. You don't need to say you're a photographer because when you have a Leica camera, you know what you're doing, in a way. I'm not gonna say that just random people buying this camera because they're buying it, but when people buy this camera, they buy it based on a really well-made decision. So when you're sitting in this coffee shop and you have your Leica with you, very simple, just take it out, make your adjustments, take a photo, look at the back of the screen if it's a digital or have a screen on it, and then you're gonna select, nice, I like it, I'm gonna go on more. Then you start creating and having more passion about what you do. This is not a camera you just put it in your bag to make money from. This is more of a passionate decision to go to the store and purchase what you want and build up your kit based on your needs. Nobody's pushing you to do anything. Everybody think Leica is overrated, too expensive for nothing. For example, it's not only from my point of view, but I totally disagree for this thing. Not because I have a Leica, because I tried everything. I tried from the film generation all the way to the digital medium format and everything in between. Mostly all the brands, to be honest. As a photographer, you will go through a lot in your life and in your journey as a photographer to reach the last stop of no more shopping, more creating, and more don't worry. And this is when my decision have been made, when I walked into the store and I know exactly what I wanted to do. So once all this happened, it just opened up a different eyes, different world to me. And this is when I said, this is it. I am a different photographer today. I'm a different person. I'm looking at things in a very different way, and I need to do things my only way. Not because of the camera, not because of Leica. It's just because my decision had been made when I own a Leica is gonna give me the passion I want. Just for me, just to adjust a little bit of it, to communicate with this camera a bit, talk to it in my language, by my hands and my fingers, and it will deliver what I want it to do. From quality, passionate, the character that this camera speaks and deliver as an image. Of course, it's not just a red dot. You can see today, there is no red dot in most of the cameras. That shows that this company, they don't care for the race of, I have a new camera, come and buy today. Of course not. This is the unique thing about this club. If you want to call it a club or if you want to call it a union. This is the nice thing about it. They are not running after the market in a way. They are not running after the competitors. This person made a camera, we have to make another one. Run. Doesn't matter, just put anything. We need to keep up. But this is what you don't find. That's why, as an owner of this camera, you will find yourself a very, very happy man or a woman, a person, a passionate photographer at the end. Because they hide the red dot. It doesn't say Leica from the front when you point and you wanted to shoot. People don't see it from far away, the red thing. But you're gonna say like, I pay premium price. Where is the red dot that I'm looking for? But Leica know and understand when someone come in and walk to you or just walk around you just to see what camera do you have, they know with very proud you're gonna say, it's a Leica camera. There is no need for a red dot. In this case, when you buy the camera without the label from the front. The M generation is very classic. From the first one all the way till today's M10, P. There is one without the dot at all, the red dot. So you can see, you don't need a red dot to say, everybody, I'm having an expensive camera. Because when you want to buy something related to your passion, passion is priceless. And this is when it comes to Leica. Because you love your passion. We don't want to give you red dot to be proud of it because to say it's very expensive. We know you're going to say it's a Leica anyway. We know that you're going to say you are proud to be in our team, in our side. It's not you taking sides. You just made the right decision. Because we didn't push you at the end. You just came to the store by yourself, with your own feet, walking in, saying, hello, can I see this camera? I would like to purchase it. This is the beauty of this place. Nobody is telling you how to be a part of anything, but you know how to be a part of all this thing. They have amazing SL camera, mirrorless, just the perfect amount. To be precise, I'm photo shooting this set with my LEICA SL. It's a mirrorless camera, great range of lenses, very unique as it is. You don't find, like, for example, let's go with the numbers of different brands, like virtual ones are not real. Like this camera is B1 and there's B2 and B3 and B4 and B1S and all these brands. Because they're following up the same camera, the same body, just different numbers with a little bit of twist in it. With Leica, you don't see these things. You see a different camera, a different passion, a different view. You have the medium format camera, the S2 and the S3. Totally different camera than the M. Totally different camera from the SL. Totally different camera from the Q. Totally different camera from the SL. I'm sorry, from the CL. There is other cameras as well. The Deluxe, compact point and shoot. There is a Polaroid ones. It's just a great range of a Leica camera family there. Just for you to pick the right one to create what you need and want. So this is when it comes to, this is called uniqueness, because Leica is just doing things right. They're not doing the race. They're charging the right amount. Even sometimes other people say like, it's too much, it's too much. But you have to think of it logically. It's a premium things you're really buying. You're not just marketing thing. Small example. If you are a designer and you use the best fabric in the world and you actually manufacture it in the best countries in the world and they charge you premium price for it, are you gonna charge for your name, for your art, for your time, for the fabric you spend so much money on, for the photo shoot you did, for the campaigns? You're gonna say like, I spend a lot of money. It's not just I need to get it back because I put premium quality into my work, but I also need to show that you're paying premium price for a premium quality. And this is what's happening. This is not a supermarket. It's not just a camera you buy from the shelf. You are actually going to a store. The only camera store is available today, up to date. There is no other camera stores around. There is a camera stores have cameras inside it from all the brands. But there is not an individual camera store. You can walk in with one brand only. And it's like a store. I did all the searches around, looking around, trying to figure out, is it the right decision to own a Leica? Everybody uses this and that, but maybe I should do it. Maybe it's safer. And I said like, I'm a photographer. I own what I do and I control what I do. And if I don't do these things, so I need a machine to tell me how things are done because the machine is doing the job, not me. But when I'm doing the job and my camera is delivering the passion I have into reality, this is called a good decision. And this is when I'm happy about what I did and purchase. And speak about a company that it's not just a great company just for cameras. It's just all overall, it's a family. It becomes a family. Even though you guys don't live in the same house, but you are in a Leica family. And this is what's so good about it. It makes you confident more. Even the camera is not related to what you do, but the camera is like your second soulmate in this situation. We all look for soulmates. We all wanted to be with someone close to us from a human being perspective. But in our profession as a photographer, we are looking for the soulmate. And the soulmate is your camera. And if you don't love your camera, it's not a really soulmate thing. It's gonna end up some way or another in a very different way. This is why what separates a passion photographer from a working, don't care, machining photographer's camera kind of situation. Again, I used to use these things before. Just the normal settings, click, click, click. I don't care. I'm assisting this person. When I used to be an assistant back then, I used to assist this person. He used to give me the settings. I don't know anything about photography. I was just an assistant because one of the photographers didn't show up. Click, 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 click. Okay, it's making images, fine. It's not making anything different. I'm documenting the place. Grow up, have passion, have needs as a person that I wanted to grow and proceed in my life and make myself successful as a career, as a brand, as a photographer. I came up to be a photographer because I started seeing my passion through it. And when I stopped using these settings that it need to be preset and that's it, I said, like, this camera makes me look at things and look at the camera at the same time and communicate all together so I can get what I want. As long as you know what you're doing, you will do it and it will happen. If you're afraid, you can just use the other camera companies, which is like a machine, just 1, 2, and that's it. So you are just wanted to do the thing, but you wanted to be passionate, you wanted to have the photography, you wanted to do the creativity, your imagination. The real photographer imagine things before it happens. Well, I mean, on the image. So I look at this, for example, I'm a fashion photographer. When I look at my model, I know exactly where I'm gonna go, what's my next step, and how is my pictures gonna look like. I just need my camera with me to make it happen. The idea is always there. The personality of the model is always there. The designers, the crew, the team is with me. Everybody's there. The photographer is there. But what's communicating with me to deliver everybody's perspective, everybody's point of view? It is my camera. It is my Leica camera. This is when you are passionate about something. You talk about it with an open heart. You don't just say it because of nothing. You bought it on your own. You walked to the store on your own. Nobody phoned you. Nobody gonna say, like, come to the store and pick up whatever you want for free. Doesn't happen with anything anyway. Even if you want to buy a basic white shirt, nobody's gonna say, like, come and take a white shirt for free, we like you. Doesn't work this way. There's difference between business and there's difference between passion. And when passion comes before business, it's a very successful step. Again, we're not racing, we're not going up all over the place. We just love what we do. The passion of photography is not just taking photos and look at them and zooming in and out. Everybody knows Leica have a camera called the MD, which is there's no screen at the back. A lot of people make fun of it. They always say, where's my screen? But when you see a passionate photographer, you look at this camera and absorb the meaning of what happened there. It's like, where is the point of view of this camera? Then they understand that this is a camera company. It's not just they wanted to make a camera to sell and make a lot of money. Because if they want to make a lot of money, you will not see this camera. You will see something similar to the camera that everybody uses in the market. The MD, no screen. They want to give you a hint, a bit of back, of when you are very passionate about photography before this digital age we're living at. This is what the camera used to be. But we want to slightly give you less headaches because there's not a lot of films available. We will put you an SD card so you can actually capture everything and you still process it on a computer, because even if you shoot in film, you still have to do it in a computer for retouching and reprinting and all these things. Because there's no actually machines print films these days. Very complex. So when you have this MD with you, it just takes you back from the digital world that it's just been invented in cameras with the display, all the way to the moment they give you the MD. It's like, forget about this gap of digital photography. Just put it on the side. Don't forget it. Just put it on the side. Look what we did for you. Look through the viewfinder and enjoy your photography, how it used to be. Because we, as Leica, we experienced how these cameras used to be back then. We used to put a roll of film and we used to click and take the shot and still be passionate about what we do when we're doing the image, and we print it. So we wanted to take you back to this moment, because that was back in a very, very long way before just holding your camera or your cell phone and just looking at what you're getting, not creating things, not imagining how the shot is going to look like. You're just holding the phone, you're holding the normal camera, and you're just taking the picture because it looks good. Everything looks good today. You don't need to do nothing. You just need to imagine things and put it into your perspective of point of view as a photographer, not as someone who's just taking photos. This is when they put this MD into the line. So the ones who really wanted to do this experience again, who really wanted to have a different point of view, this is the camera for you. That's why you walk into the store of Leica and you will pick up the MD and you will pick up the right lenses for it. And you know what you're doing. A lot of people today of the new generation don't understand that there is a passion about things. Not everything is a cell phone today. Not all the cameras are cell phone made inspiration thing. Doesn't matter because of the camera have a screen at the back. So what? This is just help you to review the image from exposure and focusing thing. Not to edit your photos on your camera. It's just to put your imagination speaking with your camera together so you guys can deliver your passion, because you are the brain into the scene, not the camera. And this is when you communicate well with your tool. And this is how it becomes very passionate. You don't need to follow up too much. You don't need to go after like every 2 months. What's new? What's new? No. They give you your time. You pay for something premium. You keep it and you will save the value of it. It doesn't go down. So many people have queues. Like a queue is amazing. They still have the value. Sometimes people sell it as a second hand because they wanted to upgrade for something different. After years, they still sell at the same price, more or less. The same camera from a different company, as a camera I mean. They bought it X amount, goes not even half. Goes all the way 90% off. Just buy it. I bought an X camera when I used to have, before Leica, $6,000. 3 years later, $750. Why? Because there is a line every 6 months. I don't need a line every 6 months. I'm a photographer, I'm not a dealer. I wanted to have a camera that stays with me. And this company makes you feel you are a real photographer. Not because of you need to spend money all the time, because you need to focus on what you're doing. And this is when they made a line, they just make you enjoy it and have fun with it and create amazing things with it and to adapt to each other about it and have amazing world with it. They don't distract you to come to the store every 6 months or every 1 year even to tell you, we have a new camera, just come and buy it. No, it does not happen. Other companies, they do it. Every 6 months you need to follow up. If this is your way of living, that's fine. But with this camera, with this company, you will buy one set. I bought my SL. I'm not turning around every day. I'm looking what's up, what's new, what could be potentially out there I didn't know about. Everything is still the same. They're progressing more lines, more lens-wise for the SL, for example. So happy about amazing lenses range. This is great, but I don't follow up with all the main thing as the bodies, for example. Because they know that you want to buy something, you pay a premium price for it. You enjoy it. You create amazing things with it. And just make you go with your ride. If you need anything else, we are here. This is the beauty of it. Less headaches, more creativity, less marketing because they don't care about bringing so many people in because they know that they might confuse them with other companies for level-wise, strategic-wise, quality-wise, which is a bit sad if people think that way. Just the glass alone have a character, have a uniqueness. When you shoot something with this camera, with this glass, and you try just different format from a different company, you say like, man, this is different. This is unique. Something about it, I don't know how to put it into words, but it's unique. And this is when you understand that your decision has been made correctly. If you join in the club of LEICA, you will be confident 100% that you are in the right place, not just quality-wise, also like a brand-wise. You will say like, I'm a LEICA user. I own LEICA. People profile you from your LEICA already. They know you're not just a normal person who's taking pictures. They know you're a real photographer. Because these days, not so many photographers around. They're just photo takers. They're just capturing what's there. Everything is set for them. They're just taking it right there. Snap, snap, snap. You have your LEICA, you look in the viewfinder, you see what you wanted to frame. You make your settings according to that. You walk around it. The beautiful thing of it, most of it is manual focus. Slows you down. This is when the MD comes to the play. It slows you down really slow. Especially when you come back from this period of time of the digital world that you all the time rely on, I need to see what I'm doing or I'm not doing it. Real photographers don't do that. They take the camera, they know what they're doing. They know their settings. They see some indication for help, but they know what they're doing. And this is what separates successful people from people who are just rely on technology and they don't know what kind of decision should they make next. That's why they go back to the safe side. But as a proud LEICA user, I say, you will not regret it. If you want to join the club, or if you would like to go to the LEICA store and just check it out, and see what is it there. As a passionate photographer, I cannot explain enough. So many things online today. You look at them, everybody's talking about it. You go there, you hold it, you feel it, you click it, you zoom in, you zoom out, you say like, this is different. Then you start speaking to yourself and say like, what can I do and how do I do it? And your passion decisions start from that day.